1980s were the best times ever. Knight Rider, Miami Vice, Magnum PI, and the birth of the wild supercars. What did they all have in common? Pop-up headlights. Even the General Lee had them, in a fashion. Except they look like me waking up for a 4 AM shift. But I was born a biker, and there's only 2 bikes that ever had pop-up headlights. One was Street Hawk, and the other was a Suzuki Katana. Which is why, as a kid, I always loved them. And now, down to my friend Rory and this YouTube channel. I'm the proud owner of one, but she needs a lot of work. She's a real labour of love. We have got our work cut out with these. See inside there, it's clean dirt, if that makes any sense. These have already started to free up just with the GT85. Everything's started to move now. It's like full of sand. Perfect. It's like a layer of dust. Watch this.
Are you alright now?
I'm alright now.
Right, this way. This way. Woo!
Here's before, and here's the after. That's just sonic cleaning. Well, to be fair, it's a paraffin wash, then sonic cleaning, and then a little bit of a wire brush on the outside. The rest of the bits, I washed all the jets inside there, and that is brake cleaner. What you do is you put brake cleaner in the jar, and then throw all the jar in there, and it cleans them extra. A lot of these YouTube channels will show you everything put back together and working absolutely perfectly, but not me. I want to show you my mistakes as well, and I've obviously made a mistake here because the sliders, obviously they have a diaphragm at the top, and I've refitted the diaphragm, but there's only a few of them that work as they should do. You can actually see, if you look really close, you can see a bit of wear on that. It actually operates as it should. It should be dampened by the diaphragm. But this one is obviously jammed up into the top. And this one won't go all the way. Can you see that? So there's something stopping that. And that one is returning too slowly. I think all I can do is just take the sliders back out, clean them again, and lube them. And make sure they return. That one is behaving. That one obviously is stuck. And that one, I don't know what's going on. It won't go all the way up. I don't just say, I'm perfect, I do everything right the first time, every time. I just don't. Carefully take this one off so you can see the problem. Oh, I can see the problem straight away. So the spring must have bedoinged out of its position before I tightened it back up. So I can just drop it back in from where it was. I never trust myself when I put these back together. I always think the diaphragm's not going to be in the centre. That's better. That one's stuck up, so we'll do that one next. Right now, it's just a lot of resistance. It's not dirty. It's in the right position. There's no lumps on it or anything. This is one of the reasons why I like GT85 over WD40, because WD40 doesn't play nicely with rubber, whereas GT85 contains PTFE, which doesn't interfere with rubber and leaves a bit of lubricant, whereas WD40 leaves very little lubricant. This is the last box of spares. I'm hoping there's a million different things in here, but I very seriously doubt it. Clamps for the carbs. It's not in the world if we don't have them, but that's the rear brake master cylinder, and the rear brake is still in one piece. Ignition coil for one side, and the ignition coil for the other side. Ah, that makes sense now. We've got some corresponding dots, and now it makes sense what the dots are for on the other parts of wiring that we've got. That caliper looked rock solid. Oh dear. That's for another day. This is really what I wanted, the wiring. Because once we've got the wiring sorted, we've got the carbs on, we've got the wiring on, we connect the battery up. Basically, we can start this thing. So pretty much the only mechanical things we've got left to fit now is the exhaust, the carbs, and the wiring. Wiring's not mechanical, I know that. And then I think this bike is going to be able to start up. But we're going to need your help. This bike has come complete with just about everything. So far, the only thing that I can see that are missing that we're going to need are just a few unions for the oil cooler. Just little bits and bats that we can pick up quite easily. But there are a few bits that are missing that are really, really expensive. That being the headlight. We don't have a headlight. We don't have a cowl, we don't have any of the front indicators, and we don't have the screen. So realistically, putting this bike back on the road without those things, we're going to need an alternate solution, either from an older bike, from a different model. It's not going to have the pop-up headlight, which it's not that much of a problem. We can figure out something else to get it roadworthy, get it running, just for the time being, and then we'll decide what we're going to do later. But what you can do to help us out is just click like. If you just click like right now, stop what you're doing, click like, leave us a comment saying, well, yeah, it'll do without the pop-up headlight, or I've got a pop-up headlight sitting in the back of my garage, you can have it. Please say that. If not, if you don't do anything, you don't click like, you don't leave a comment, we're not going to get anything done. This bike will literally stay as it is. So we need your help. And also, if you enjoy what you're seeing, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see the rest of it and how it all turns out. I want to see this thing as it came out of the factory. You don't understand how much there is on front of you. I've got clocks. I don't have them for the top bracket. There's the nose cone, headlight, flipper on front, foot flap, and then two indicators here. And then it goes all the way down here. oak cowling for front.
Yeah, I remember
So
that.
even if I could get hold of some, it's going to have to be aftermarket because they won't make them anymore. So I'm sure someone will have made a mould. There'll be a mould of them somewhere. They're expensive. Because the cheapest one I found is in Australia. Nose cone with headlight and everything. It's in Australia and it's $700. And I don't know if it's a scam. Obviously, that battery.
Yeah, that's the battery and that's solenoid.
Right, so that coils, obviously, near side, off side, already marked. I think that's a good place to start. What would you
I
say
know
then?
now why you've always liked Suzuki's.
No, I've always liked Katanas, not just Suzuki's.
Yeah, but you had a few Suzuki's.
Yeah, I've had a few Suzuki's. But that's only because they were cheap.
I mean, I've had a Suzuki 2%,
Yeah?
and I loved it. I
I did.
absolutely loved it.
I'm still looking for one for you.
Registered 112. I know it weren't true, but I registered 112 on M1
Yeah.
in the first week that M1 opened. Now then,
It was probably about 70. But it a vegan speedo.
no. That Ducati,
Yeah.
that Mac 1 I think it was. Kid I was supposedly racing down Katana hill.
God, you don't race on road.
Right, things were different then.
I know they were. That's got to fit there like that.
Any side camera?
There's only there's two sides, but there's only these back parts, and the front parts are cracked.
You got this?
Yeah, everything's there.
Try opening electric wiring.
If I'm going to do anything like that, I'll take it somewhere professional and let them do it. If I do it myself, I'm guaranteed to set it on fire or something. Super expensive parts. I picked up the pieces of your plastic building.
I would practicing on things that didn't matter.
What, my things? How good that is. It just takes all that corrosion and all that green stuff. Just disappears as soon as you spray it on. If I can find that on Amazon, leave a link to it in the description box. So as Roscoe P. Coltrane say, good news, good news. But we've got all the clips, so we don't have to bodge any clips together. Got carbies. So basically there's nothing to stop us getting this all together, filled up with oil, and firing it up.
Could have sworn it was real, but with time started doubting myself. I play it on repeat, I would do anything just to turn back time. Memories of
Should we put carbs on then? We're actually an exhaust away from starting this up.
This rubber's really hard.
it's really tough rubber, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gone really hard.
Shall we try and warm them up? Move our way along. Just come off, just back off a sec. You just... What are you trying to do?
Turn around and look. You've got another hand, what's up with you?
You just give me a suntan. In about half a second. Oh, we're in. I'm in at this side. Go on.
See what I mean though?
You need some kind of a bar. Right. Heave-ho! Watch my fingers.
No, it's me though.
Go on, just pull. That's it. Go on. Go on. Yes! All the way. Oh, it's exciting. 17 ratchet, please, father. Which one's that? That's it. Not bother tightening that too much. I want to roll it over and get oil flowing through all cooler and get to the top of the motor. That's if starter works. Starter might not work. We'll waz it over without any fuel in first, eh? And get oil turning over. Is that it? Are you making a right meal of that 2-minute job, Dad?
Yeah, but the rocket berry.
So let's bung it in. So everything's plugged up in it. We've got sump plate,
Short plug.
sump plug's tight. Them unions for oil cooler there in there tight. Here's where I dump all my oil all over the floor. So, start
Something
straight.
you've got to worry about.
If you want one of these, we'll leave you a link in the description box. Eh? What do you reckon, Dad?
Mine's okay. I like mine.
So miracle number 1, does the starter work?
Is it connected?
Yes, and we've not touched it, not it off. So, 1, 2, 3. No, it doesn't.
Put some brake cleaner in that.
I've just done it.
Have you?
Yeah.
I have to strip it then because they're a bit delicate there.
Oh, run. It's not in run. Yes! Right, I'm waiting for oil light to go off. Can't see anything. Right, oil light's not going off. So let's make sure it's connected. Off. Yes. There's no fuel in it. Should we check for spark now? I think we should.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Sparking off.
Sparky McSpark spark. Let's show that to the people at home. You ready, Dad? Hit it. We got sparking. So we've got oil pressure, we've got sparkage, we just need fuelage. What I'm going to do, I'm going to run it on premix. Repeat what you just said to me.
I don't know what I said.
About what's in car?
Oh, Snickers.
Frozen Snickers
Yeah.
in car.
Yeah.
Right. And are you wanting to go for that reason?
Yeah, for that
Yeah,
reason.
right. How long have you been here? 3 hours?
3 hours.
3 hours? Yeah.
What time is it?
3 hours and you got some frozen stuff in boat.
I have.
Now this pipe is off the old petcock. I'm not going to be able to use this again, but it's a bit split on end. It's rock hard.
It's off this then.
Yeah, it's off the petcock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to warm it up. And that's
From old Katana now.
squidgy. Ow! That's actually so hot I can't even hold it. Ah! Jesus.
Put some petrol on it.
Oh man, that's a great idea. That'll cool it down for about a second until it bursts into flames. Right, will it leak? Fuel on. Just hopefully there's no leaks. Yes, we've got it pissing out everywhere. Every single one of them. Carbies are leaking. Let's get the bad boys off. They're so hard, them rubbers, aren't they?
Yep.
That's it. Right then, what do you think's wrong with these?
Bring the thunder.
For another day.
Another day. It's just another day. Na 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 na. It's
Just another day.